Okay, so part two. I had to get me a drink up on this part. So part two. All right, so I'm in the. Just crack this open for this part too. So I am in the back of the squad car, and I'm gonna call him Officer Friendly. Officer Friendly's like, oh yeah, I didn't understand how you didn't know that this guy was like this. So I'm like, well, nah, I really didn't. I mean, I was assuming, like, I had speculations because the person being in jail for so long, they're not necessarily, that way. So he was like, no, I'm saying this is because just a few days prior, um, he was picked up for public drunkenness. So I'm like, well, okay, public drunkenness. Ooh, I need some more napkins. Public drunkenness is nothing. Like, who doesn't go through a thing if they're drunk or whatever the case may be? Now, mind you, I said he was a drunk. He gets fall out, piss yourself drunk, and that was the turn off. So that was the major number one thing. But then I always felt like, yo, this dude something ain't right. So we're again, I'm calling Officer Friendly. So he was like, no, he was like, with this public drunkenness, it just didn't sit right. But we couldn't do nothing but take him to jail for public drunkenness so he can sleep it off. So I'm like, okay, all right. So he was he want he had to sleep it off. He was like, yeah, but listen to this. He was like, he was coming from your best friend's bar, and as he was coming out, we were sitting in the parking lot. He was like, we were sitting in the parking lot, and me and my partner was sitting there, and we were seeing how this. I'm not gonna call it what he called it because I didn't like how he called it. This guy that dresses as a woman was going into the bar. As he was coming out, the guy was going in. He looked like a woman. He looked like a woman until you heard him saying, boy, don't be grabbing this. And he was like, I knew that was a dude. He was too tall. Him and his partners going back and forth saying this. So the partner was like, dang, like they be tricking you out. They be tricking you out. You don't know what is what. And I'm sitting there and I'm still in the back of the I mean, not the paddy wagon, the cop car, and he's telling me this stuff, and he's like, I came looking for you anyway. That's why I came up the street. So I was like, okay, I said, so how did y'all get it? Like, public drunkenness, okay, but what made y'all walk up to this man and just arrest him? He was like, he was grabbing on him, like grabbing his ass, talk about, I want this boy China. I've been wanting the black knight or the black warrior, to stand up in that boy China all night, this. And I was sitting there like, what? He's like, yeah, he's like, this nigga, like, and I'm like, yo, all right, hold on. So you mean to tell me, once y'all seen how he was harassing this person or whatever the case may be, he was like, yeah, he's like, we had to intervene because he grabbed him by his hair. And he's like, when he grabbed him by his hair, that's like a domestic dispute. So we got out the car and said, asked, the the guy that dresses as a woman, are you okay? The guy said, yeah, well, I'm good. Just get him away from me because he's harassing me. So he's like, I ain't harassing you, girl. Just kept calling him a girl. So they said they knew he was extremely drunk because he kept falling over into Officer Friendly's partner. So the partner was like, yo, listen, we're just going to take you downtown. We're going to let you sleep it off because if you fall into me one more time, I'm going to get you assault on the officer. So Officer Friendly was like, no, 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 no. He was like, come on, let's just take him downtown. So the person that dresses as a woman was like, oh, he didn't even do anything. He was like, he's drunk. And you just said what, he was harassing you and he can't even stand up. So us giving him a sobriety, am I saying it right? I don't know. Giving him a test, it ain't gonna work. Like he's gonna fail. So we're just gonna take him downtown. He's just gonna get public drunkenness. So he said when he went to walk off, the guy that dresses as a female went to walk off, was like, call pertaining me. So that's when Officer Friend was like, call her for what? And he was like, oh no, that's her homie. They're cool. I seen them at the movies one time. So Officer Friendly said he felt some type of way that I would pick something in that nature to want to even like creep with. So I'm still in the back of the paddy wagon, so thrown. So I'm like, listen, take me to the bar. Take me to the bar so I can just run this by my best friend. So he's like, okay, I'll take you. He was like, but before you get out of this car, you're going to have to give me your phone number. He was like, because at this moment, I feel like I'm begging you. And the only reason why I couldn't get jiggy with Officer Friendly is because he was an officer of the motherfucking law. I'm going to give you a story about Officer Friendly because I should have left Officer Friendly where Officer Friendly was at. But, so, he takes me to the bar or whatever. And he was like, man, he's like, all you got to do is just give me a chance. He was like, it's not that bad. I'm not that bad of a person. The only reason why it's throwing you off is because of my uniform. Now, mind you, Officer Friendly but I couldn't get past the blue. So I'm like, well, all right, you know what? You did help me out in that little squeeze I was in. You gave me some more valid information that I needed. So here you go. I give Officer Friendly my number. So as I'm getting out of the car, he's like, make sure this is a valid number because if you're giving me the wrong number, I know where you live at. So I'm sitting there, move out my way. So as I'm getting out of the car, I see another that is also cool with the stylist. So he comes up to me. He was like, girl, what happened? What's going on? So I was like, oh, nah, I had to go. So he's like, well, we're going to say stylist. Told me that he was about to come do your hair, honey. And I was like, I said, but, baby, He was like, yeah, what's going on? You got your hair hat on. I said, yes, because, listen. One down. It is not, it wasn't. I'm not tripping in no type, way, shape, form. And that's when the friend of the stylist said, yeah, because, baby, that one ain't the one. I said, but you already know how I get down because a boyfriend with me, we don't do that. We not doing that. Because at that time, I didn't want a man. I didn't want a man because not all men bring drama. But in my eyes and in my experience, as you can see, it was always some drama with these dudes. So, I'll go past, because I'm not about to express this with the stylist's friend. I'm going to run it past my friend. So, I'm going to bring you back part 3 because my time is short on this right here. So, see you on part 3.